So as I said, day before night, then the Khadrola. Khadrola, not only this life, somebody who helped you when you don't have money, when you don't have food, don't have place or something like that. Not only that person, not only this life parents, all that generally who before you, when you're born like animal, like a frog, like kind of frog, you didn't have the tail, didn't have horns, didn't have tail, but what do you call this one? Walking like this frog, like that. Then teach how to human language, taught human language, and to behave in the contact, and so met human being, and so met human being. So not animal, he met human being. So that, and then education, so now we can listen Dharma teachings, Buddha's teachings, we can write, we can read, all that, learn essence, lamrim, in the extensive teachings, philosophy, sutra and tantra taught by Buddha. So, not only that, every sentient being, from every, as I explained before, one night, I think maybe one night, so like that, from every sentient being, from every helping, hungry ghosts, animals, as I mentioned, everyone who is living in the ocean, size like mountains, wells, and small size in the water, live in the water, and all those who are living in the ground, under the ground, worms, so forth. Then all the those who live in the grass, those tiny flies, when you walk in the dry grass, the fly away, those tiny grass, and then, those are unbelievable. As I mentioned you, I think Italy. I went I don't know, Pisa or somewhere, one of the town. I went quite 6 or 7 years ago. I think maybe quite number is one of the town. I don't remember. So anyway, I think maybe Italy. Anyway, one place where there was sunbeams emitting, then you see numberless tiny insects flying. They fly so tiny, full in the sky. You see, where the sunlight comes. Summer, wow, wow, wow. But then, when there's no sunbeams emitting, where there's no sunbeam emitting, you don't see anything. But where there's sunbeam, there's so many tiny flies, like that. Like that. To the many places where you're surprised. Number of the animals, insects, certain places. Oh, then you see, then that makes you true thing. I don't remember that time what I thought. No, but anyway, so then makes you recognize that you found perfect human birth. Human birth. Then on top of that, perfect human birth. Perfect human birth. Met Dharma, met perfectly qualified gurus besides His Holiness, Chenrezig. Then many others. Many of them passed away. Many of them already passed away. So like that. So if you think yourself like this, wow, can't imagine. You can't believe it that what you are now, what happened to you. Not only human body, but perfect human body, which has the edge qualities and edge freedom, Chenrezig. Yeah, you can't imagine. It's like dream. It's impossible thing, but it happened this time. And then other things, met Buddhadharma, especially Mahayana Buddhism. It's harder and harder to imagine, but it happened. Then, real Chenrezig His Holiness, Khadrola, I think, was a Rinpoche or not? There were some other people there. Khadrola said, Khadrola said, because we have full of superstitions and, ordinary mind, superstition, non-dogma superstition, kind of hallucinated mind, ordinary thought, and hallucinated mind, like black fog in the sky that obscure the sun, stars, or other things, so like that. Our lives of mind is totally covered by the black fog, ignorance. So Khadrola was His Holiness. He says, His Holiness, His Holiness is real Buddha. She was telling us what she see. She was telling us, because we don't, like as I explained, like the weather full of fogs and wind and all that. But our mind is like that. So the Khadrola tell us, His Holiness, real Buddha. She says. I mentioned in North Carolina, I think. So many years ago in South India, His Holiness came, I think, Depung monastery. And after His Holiness leave, people go to see His Holiness' room to take blessing, the bed, His Holiness' bed. Say, hey. I heard the Richard came here one, I don't know what reason. He came one night, he came one time, said, where is your house? Huh? Your house? Whose house? Yeah. So I came, I stayed one night, Mr. Drama's house, backside of Lama Tsongkhapa, I think, somewhere, one house there. So then, even, I think a few years ago, then still people come to see. They heard Rinpoche came here, Lama Tsongkhapa, and they come to see the house. They want to come to see the house where he came, where Rinpoche came, stayed one night. They want to come to see the house where Rinpoche stayed. No. But of course they didn't ask where Rinpoche's toilet is. But I have one thing to tell, so that's why I'm saying this. So it's common. After His Holiness leaves, then you see, monks or the lay people come to see His Holiness' room and to take blessing to the bed, things like that. That's very common. So they were cleaning the toilet, His Holiness' toilet. So what happened was, I think I heard in the past, the bodyguards, Tibetan bodyguards, take the toilet, they put it very far in the ground, dig it. That's what I heard in the so many years ago in the old times. But you see, one Khadrola was there, so they were cleaning the toilet. You see, so they were bodyguards. There was some holy kaka or excrement left in the Khadro. In Tibet, so respect, so Jiang is the same ordinary people, kaka is the same, but soul respect. So Jiang. And then like salty, something to meat or food. Solwa or salty meat or solwas, yeah. So the soja, then for kaka, soja. So they didn't know what to do. I think they were going to take it out outside. So Khadrola was there. Khadrola saw. Khadrola said to put the kaka on her hand. So kaka was put on. She just wanted hug. She ate hug like this. Finish. Just one time. Like a kind of most precious thing in the life. Hug. He ate. Finish. Yeah, she told me. She explained. That's what she. Yeah. And all the bodyguards so surprised. Yeah. And then Khadrola said, the way she see His Holiness, bodyguard, the way they see His Holiness, the bodyguard don't see His Holiness as how she see His Holiness. She told me, she said, is the bodyguard so surprised, Then, you know, all the bodyguards, so fresh. They were, I think they were never there. So it's fresh. I remember I had one teacher who took care of me in Tibet and who led me to become a monk at Tromagesius monastery in Tibet. Memorized the 2 volumes we had to offer examination. 1 volume I memorized in the morning, evening recite at Pagri while I'm doing puja for 3 years. So then I for the examination. Tibet was lost. Tibet was lost around that time. So after the examination, Tromagesius monastery in the puja, all the monks were there. To Unze, the leader of the puja, he's a high throne, there. His name is Ten Sherp or something like Sherp. I think very special. I think monk. I think is. Yeah. So later he died. You know, later he died, and he was reincarnated. Not only that, it's a very surprising things. What he memorized, what he memorized in the past life, he could remember. That's the most surprising. What he memorized in the past life, he could remember during the child time. That's the most surprising thing. The most surprising thing. Oh, he did that. He was the leader of the puja, not abbot, leader of the puja of the monastery. So I did that, and he said, good. He said, I did a good job, good. But he said, I didn't have name of reincarnation in the Tromagesius monastery. I was sitting the last line of the monk in the puja. Before me, there was one boy who did the same to the same title. Chenrezig is did special offering in the monastery, so you don't have to run. So you don't have to run like serving tea to the monk or a certain job in the monastery to serve the monk. You don't have to do. So if you do that, if you do a special offering to the monastery, so it's more expensive. So he was one, then I was one. So I was probably the last boy, the monk. Then at the door, he said, when we were going out through the door of the temple, door of the Gomba, then the boys said, oh, I did a better job than you did. He did a better job than me. Giving exam. So the teacher who brought me through Bhutan to Baksa, so he at Darjeeling, I went to Darjeeling many times. There's a second monastery, Gum Monastery, Gum Sandencholang Monastery, down below the road. There was one in the government built or something. The past great yogi Tromagesius. Well, there's maybe one story or more than one story. Meteor statue, as we did the one sitting on the throne, legs out. So there's one diamond. So all the many tourists to go from Darjeeling to go monastery to see the diamond. Of course, to see the diamond, then they have to see the Meteor Buddha statue. So of course, that's a great benefit. So the tourists go from Darjeeling market from there. I mean, that's Darjeeling, they're 5 miles. So from there to Gum, with the old Gum monastery, which is Maitreya Buddha statue. There was a diamond, a big diamond here. So anyway, the second monks stay in the second Gum monastery down below road. So I stayed there many times. Went there many times. Stayed there. Also sickness, TB. I don't know. They could not eat food. At Baksa, maybe some months, when the food was brought by teacher, on the rice dal, I mean the timon, what is made of flour. Whenever I smell the food, I don't want to eat. So I don't know what is that. I had some, so then came to Darjeeling, Butch, and things like that. So one time, Darjeeling Rinpoche, past life, was there. Came for treatment, some tricky aspect of arthritis. So the best doctor of Darjeeling is Dr. Pemba. I don't know, the Yolmo or Hellenbro or somewhere around, I think. So he has a treatment, tech aspect of treatment from Dr. Pemba, you know. Rinpoche in the evening time. So I go quite often after the... I was there for dinner, well, not every night, but sometimes. Then Rinpoche has the white... Doctor gave the white ball like egg. What do you call that one? Ping pong? Huh? Oh, then Rinpoche has drilled this. So we use as sort of like football. So there's one boy, one little monk, Dorje, then he's sitting on the floor, he threw me, I was sitting on the bed, so I threw it over to Rinpoche. Sometimes it hit on the Rinpoche, the bald head. The thing, goes on here, thing, like this. I think maybe a few times. And then we throw this boy, then boy threw the knife. Then Rinpoche listens to news out from Delhi in Tibetan, all India radio the news. So after that, the music. There's one music, so I like that music. So Rinpoche played that for me, like that. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to continue. That's just. So yeah, my teacher who brought me from Pakri, from Tomo through Bhutan to Pakistan. So he asked the manager of Chenrezig, the manager of the Rinpoche past life. He gave a matches box to put his Rinpoche kaka from toilet. His Rinpoche kaka in the box matches box. He offered to manager. So he got liberty. His Rinpoche soja, solja. His Rinpoche got the matches, for him to take blessing to eat, blessing. So sorry. That I remember. He did that. Because so much devotion, so you don't think it's dirty. You don't think it's dirty. And then so as far as Khadrola see I mean, Khadrola see directly. I mean, there's another High Lama, sorry. Oh, not getting this. High Lama from Tibet, he passed away last year or something. Ujjain Time, his name is Ujjain Time. He could be His Holiness gave initiation, him as Pamasambhava, and His Holiness himself is Swanzang Gampo. No, I think Chizong Denzin. I think Chizong Denzin Mandushiri. Then Khadrola is a Ishutaja. So there are two of them. So something I think Pamasambhava initial, some initiation gave. Maybe the Lama request came from Tibet. The Lama brought money, bag of money, one-handed bag money. Then came to that many, you see, came through Nepal, many police. Many police, just only one, many, 10 or something, check. Difficult Tibetans, so difficult to come when they come to see them. Some Indian, much of it is taken by them, sort of like that. So difficult. So this Lama brought a bag of money from Tibet to offer His Holiness. Nobody stopped. You see, nobody, I don't know, didn't see or stopped. Nobody stopped. He was able to offer His Holiness. So Ujjain Time. It was Khadrola's Guru. So the Lama has certain questions. So the Lama said, even he didn't get to see His Holiness and ask, but Khadrola decides what to do. But Lama said, it's exactly the same as His Holiness. No difference between Khadrola and His Holiness. The Lama said. That's how Guru said, exactly the same. Even he didn't go see His Holiness, didn't get answer, but answer from Khadrola. The Lama side, no difference, exact same between His Holiness and Khadrola. So the Lama said. So this is an incredible Lama. So during the initiation, he had one camera from Tibet, So he asked His Holiness to take care of the camera. Then coming tomorrow for initiation. So his camera asked His Holiness to take care. His case camera. Then he said yes. Then tomorrow come for initiation. Then he, so sorry about that. Well, there's a very famous Tibetan man who very famous student, the statue of self-tourist, very famous, and also he was prisoned in Tibet. There's something to about the statue. Very famous. He has incredible all the statues from all times. He had to. Well, I went one time, but because I didn't go there, because you have to eat things, drink tea and by selling status. So that, we ordinary beings. So I mean, they mentioned the liberation palm that Chenrezig yogi, I don't remember his name. In Tibet. So one benefactor sold 8,000 Jetongba Prajnaparamita teachings. There's a 12 volume, 3 volume, then 1 volume more condensed Jetongba. So sold, originally with gold. The family sold. And with that money, made offering, called the 4 monks with this yogi, along with this yogi. So made food offering. So what happened was this great yogi got incredible pain after the food. The pain was going around. So he checked the letter, was traveling around, the pain. So then he was able to see Chenrezig normally. So he made prayer to Chenrezig. And he asked Chenrezig, said, the family sold Jetongba text, Prajnaparamita. So with that money they had food. The 4 other monks, they're not sick, but this yogi is sick. Chenrezig said the 4 other monks go to hell after death, so that's why they're well now. After death, they go to hell. So I don't know how long, can be eons, I don't know. So they're well now. So you have considered less obscuration, so that's why you got pain now. So Chenrezig told him to write Prajnaparamita goal for that purification. So therefore, with the holy object, in the past we didn't have, but I've seen more and more the centers selling the holy object. You see, they have to be very careful with the money to not use for food and those things. For yes, even the great yogi like that. So then no question ask ordinary people if you use the money to eat food and things like that. So then about the rent. I think the downtown we were staying Buddhadharma, when we were at Nada Chini Lama's son's house. It's called the green building. It's not at the road, what I mentioned, not that one, but another one, another son. So there was some story I've forgotten. Maybe the rent was selling statue or something. So Geshe Lama Gonja said that maybe a little bit better or something. I don't know. I was something that time. That was the first time to meet Geshe Lama. He commented maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit better or something like that. But anyway, so that was that time talk. Like that, so I had to be really, really careful to keep the money separately. If you do have, then use. For back to a holy object, not for people to eat. Back to a holy object, like that. Like that. You see, back to a holy object. Oh, that so anyway, just that's talk said just by the side and talk. So the so this man through I think through ritual attend His Holiness. Somehow the Sangpo, the Khadrola attend Sangpo is from this family. Seems from this family. I don't know what, from this family. So this family man is very famous of doing that. Become very rich by selling statues. So the it is somehow then Khadrola, she stayed at their house many times, a long time. Then she see that man is going to be born in hell if he didn't get purified. So that man was existing during millennial past time. That man still statue, or that existing in His Holiness as a millennial past time. She sees that. I don't know what the connection with this millennial, but anyway, so she helped the man to purify the negative karma. Anyway, sorry, my throat went so I don't know, from eating eternal soja, it went on. So anyway, I must finish this one. And so while the Khadrola was giving advice to the men was sitting kneel on the floor. Khadrola was maybe sitting in bed. So man was opening the mouth. They were listening, but Khadrola spitted in his mouth. Khadrola, spitted in his mouth, scolded him like that. So anyway, the Rinpoche, Khadrola's guru, stayed there 2 or 3 months. Khadrola requested to purify his negative karma to be born in hell. So now he totally abandoned negative karma to be born in hell, totally purified. Khadrola being there, the Khadrola's guru being there. So now he doesn't do play, even the ping pong, they throw in khaza. What is it called that? The white ball throwing far. What is it called? Goal, yeah. Even now he doesn't do even that. He told Khadrola, if you throw this, then many insects will die in the sky. It will harm them, so kill them. So he doesn't do even that now. That's what he told Khadrola. That's what he told Khadrola. Khadrola was very surprised. Now, not totally abandoned. Also we told change. Told purified to be born in the hell. So like that. So this Lama, while he was there, all the bottle and place, Swambanath on top, down, everything cleaned. He cleaned. He and Rinpoche, Khadrola, all together cleaned. To my light offering, and of course he does light offering. Even Buddha, he was that short time, but he did 100,000 water offering. This small clay pot, very small clay pot. If you want Buddha, it's very small clay pot. Oh, so many at the stupa. Then put the flower in. He did 100,000 at the stupa while he was there. The Khadrola's guru. Swambanath, so he cleaned everything because they were dark and kind of candle or butter, I don't know. So he cleaned everything. Then on the top of the Swaminatha, there's many stone statues, Buddhas, as we see, many stone statues. But during the time when he does clean one Buddha, stone statue, one Buddha, suddenly water came out from here. That nectar from here, water came out. Everybody, if Rinpoche, Khadrola, and the attendant, everybody, they can drink. Oh, came from here, crown, came from the crown. This is normal statue, stone statue, as normally we see. There are a lot on top. Oh, like that. So this great Lama, it happened. And then in Lhasa, he wanted to offer gold, not only two, but many statues. But then gold is this size. Gold is only this size. Real gold is only this size. So people, those who went, how can this can cover all the statues? They thought impossible. So when they paint gold, it never finishes. You understand the point? Small gold, how much they paint, never finishes. Never becomes thinner. You understand? Oh, like that. That's a great line. Then, in Kham, this was much before he passed away. So he got many trucks of prayer flags. Then on the huge mountain, he built a stupa, but with the prayer flags. All lined up with the prayer flags, or the shape stupa by prayer flags. He took many trucks. Anyway, he passed away incredibly. Khadrola explained through telephone. Yeah, I think that was unbelievable. Somebody was told freedom. Yeah, so Khadrola said, as she sees His Holiness, since the bodyguards don't see, they see different. What they see is what she sees. So she, like jewel, like the best thing. How? Like that she do. So all the bodyguards so stressed. But not on that. Even later. Sorry. Now I don't know, 6-7 years. I'm not sure. And they were taking Nima Rinpoche maybe 2 months from 2 meters. The nephew of cousin, Tidru Rinpoche. So he was giving Rinpoche to initiate for 12,000 people. So his one told Rinpoche to go. The Khadrola. So they were the Serame or Rinpoche. They went to the mountain, up the mountain, and the near the river there's a kaka on the ground. So then she took the kaka, ate. She told me, and then gave a little bit to Rinpoche to eat. Rinpoche ate a little bit of the first one, then didn't eat. Then some of the Lama that didn't eat, so she ate. She said the kaka was quite a nice one. Said it's I don't know, quite fresh, or I'm not sure. Said quite nice. Anyway. So for her, of course, for her is nectar, but through development of her mind. So the enjoyment totally changed, not like for us. So whose mind is so obscured, I mean, not with me. So like the mother totally foggy or so, like that, so dark, and then not only nighttime foggy, but foggy and all this, the mantle, that. So then their enjoyments not, just remember, because the Khadrola, those who has purified the mind through the enjoyments, the result of that. So they, like the Buddha has purest enjoyment, the transcendental wisdom, manifestation of the transcendental wisdom, non-dual entity. So they like that purest result of the the mind totally pure, totally purified the obscuration and the completion and realization. 제가 말했나 저거 좋아했지. 그래. Yeah. I don't say. I don't know what this talk came out. I've forgotten. Yeah. So yeah. Khadrola. So real Buddha, real. When she's telling us how she see. So that. So it is said in the text, it is said in the teachings that the eating the guru's food left over, eating that, it becomes a purification for the disciple, and receiving blessing and attainment. 3 benefits explained in the text. Like that. So this is I think this is so okay. Yeah, I start here, okay? Sorry, I was going to learn, even that didn't happen. So, learn there, not the whole book. It says, Lion Siddhas. No, there's a part about Sangya's life story. I don't remember seeing this from the past. So the advice I received, advice I've received from Japje Kundalamar Bauda. So I thought to read in English rather than Tibetan. So to the loom of that, there's not the loom. How long takes for the dinner?
About an hour, hour and a half. 1 hour, Rinpoche. We usually have 1 hour and a half for dinner.
1 hour?
1.5 hours we usually have for dinner. 1.5 hours.
It takes?
No, it probably takes 1 hour, right? Can we have dinner once? Yeah, 1 hour, Rinpoche. 1 hour.
Okay. To go, how long it takes? To go for dinner, how long it takes?
It takes 5 minutes to walk there.
Okay.
5 minutes to walk there, 20 minutes to eat, 5 minutes to come back. Half hour to eat, I don't know. Maybe we could do a half hour. Oh, that's too fast. Anyway, we want the lung. It's okay to get Rinpoche. I think we're happy to receive the lung.
Not yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's useful start 15 minutes earlier. Then 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah. We could start 7:15.
15 minutes earlier might help.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it is not 20 minutes, but 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Dedicate.
Sanjo Rinpoche ma jeba na jeba nyamba meba yukon onde beba jo geva di nida da lama san roa ji jama la wa ji ji san do sho